If you own a property in the Phoenix area but you live somewhere else, I need 5 minutes of your attention because there is a crime happening right now that's specifically targeting Phoenix area property owners like you who live out of the state and out of the county. It's called deed fraud, and in the last year it has cost Arizona property owners approximately $50 million. What criminals have figured out is pretty simple. The easiest way to steal a house is find one that no one's watching, and here's how it works. A scammer goes online looking for vacant land or vacant homes. Properties owned long-term by someone who doesn't live nearby, who's not paying a whole lot of attention. They pulled the owner's name and details from public property records, which are free and easy to search. First thing they look for is a mailing address that does not match the property address, particularly out of state. Then they get to work. Your real deed, the one that legitimately shows you as the owner, stays exactly as it is. Nothing about it gets altered or erased. Instead, the fraudster creates a brand new document, a deed that says the property is being transferred from you to them or to a shell entity they control. They forge your signature on it, sometimes they pair it with a fake ID, and submit that new deed to the county recorder's office to be recorded. Here's the part that should genuinely concern you. County recording offices are required by law to accept documents that meet statutory recording requirements. They are not in the business of verifying signatures, checking IDs, or confirming you actually authorized anything. If paperwork looks right on its face, it gets recorded. And once it is, that forged deed becomes the newest document in your property's chain of title. To anyone checking ownership after that, including a real estate agent, it now looks like you sold the property to them. Once that forged deed is on file, the scammer doesn't just sit on it, of course. They now, showing you as the owner of record, they list the property for sale, possibly through a local real estate agent, sometimes posing as you, sometimes as the entity the property was transferred to. A real estate agent who has no idea anything's wrong runs a normal listing, finds a normal buyer, and the sale actually closes. The scammer walks away with the proceeds before anyone, you included, has any idea it's happened. And it's getting more sophisticated. There are now documented cases of scammers using AI tools to fake video calls, impersonating the actual owner well enough to get a deal through closing. There's one detail that makes this even more dangerous. Their favorite target is a property owned free and clear. No mortgage, no lender, nobody else with a financial stake watching that title. If there's a bank involved, the bank is paying attention. If there's nobody, the property is, in a very real sense, unguarded. This isn't a random crime. It is specifically aimed at people just like you. Recent data shows absentee-owned properties make up the overwhelming majority of fraud cases. Owner-occupied homes, on the other hand, barely register because there's someone actually there. Think about why that makes sense from a criminal's perspective. There's no neighbor who notices a different name on a mailbox, no one walking the property regularly, no one checking the mail for a notice that something's changed. If you're managing a Phoenix property from another state and you're not actively watching it, you are exactly who this crime was built for. Now here's the thing. Let's say your property is for sale right now without your knowledge, of course, and the agent running that listing has no idea anything's wrong. These are the warning signs that would and should tip off any real estate agent that something's off with the seller. Share them with whomever you trust to keep an eye on your property so they know exactly what to flag if it ever comes up. A fraudulent seller pushes hard for a fast close, often inside 2 or 3 weeks. They refuse to meet in person or get on a real video call or even a call itself, communicating only by text or email because they're in a location that has bad reception. They claim to be out of state or overseas, conveniently unavailable to verify in any way that holds up. If anyone ever sees these signs on a deal involving your property, they should slow down before doing anything else. So here's what you can actually do about this starting today. First, sign up for a title or deed alert. Arizona passed legislation this year requiring county assessor offices to set up free notification systems so you find out immediately if anything changes on your title or mailing records. Some counties already offer this. Until it's fully rolled out everywhere by next year, several title companies and services offer this same kind of monitoring service, and they do so privately. One important disclaimer on this, though, a title or deed alert doesn't prevent the fraud. It only tells you after the forged deed has already been recorded. Now that's still valuable. It means you can move fast instead of finding out months later, but it's a smoke detector, not a lock on the door. You need to pair it with something that actually stops the sale before it happens. Second, have your realtor set up an automatic MLS search alert on your own property's address. Here's why this matters. A lot of these scammers aren't just forging paperwork and disappearing. They're actually listing the property for sale with a local real estate agent, because that's how they get their actual buyer and an actual closing. If your home hits the MLS for sale, and you of course had no idea, an automatic alert tells you the moment it happens, while there's still time to stop the sale before it closes. Third, check your property's recorded documents yourself periodically. Maricopa County records are searchable online for free. Pull up your parcel every few months and confirm nothing's been filed that you didn't sign. Fourth, have a real point of contact on the ground, even though you can't be there. The best option is a neighbor who can notice when things aren't looking normal at the house. This person can easily be the canary in the coal mine. And fifth, and this one is specifically for properties owned free and clear, consider filing a small lien against your own property. Any legitimate lien will do, and here's why it works. If a fraudster ever tries to sell your property out from under you, the escrow company handling that sale is required to contact the lien holder to get a payoff figure before closing. Escrow companies are highly reluctant to close a sale with an unresolved lien sitting on title. A lien turns a property with no one watching into a property with a fraud alarm attached to it. Quick disclaimer on these pieces of advice. I'm a real estate agent, not an attorney, and this isn't legal advice. Talk to your attorney about the right way to set this up for your specific property and your situation. Here's the bottom line. You don't have to live in fear over this, but it is very important to pay attention, because the people committing this crime are counting on you not paying attention. If you own property here in the Phoenix area and you're managing it from somewhere else, take 10 minutes this week. Check your title, know the warning signs, and make sure someone you trust has eyes on the property. And if you want a second set of eyes on the whole picture, your title, your property, and what your home is actually worth here, go to my website and register for a free property analysis. Again, I'm Matt Borkowski. Thanks for watching.